Alright, so we have a tower game here between Viadia and Rennac. Rennac is spawning in the top left, and Viadia is top right on Pole Star, I think this map is called.
So I haven't really seen Rennac play too much ZVP before, but I do know that Viadia is pretty fond of going for Corsairs. Um,
Yeah, I
I
just
don't think
played a
I've ever
game
seen
versus
him.
Viadia where he went to first like an early two gates after Forge. Forge cannon Nexus gateway, and then like an early second gateway. And put on some pressure, and then he went a bit later Stargate behind, but two Stargates behind. So it was quite tricky to play versus, because first it was solid pressure, and then when I had survived that, then all of a sudden there were a bunch of Corsairs everywhere.
Now, the one thing that I don't frequently see Viadia do is go for like a Dark Templar play, but it's very uncommon to see a game where Viadia goes Sairless or that we don't have at least a decent amount of Stargate pressure onto the Zerg.
Yeah, it's so tough to defend those Overlords versus the Stargates.
So I feel like this is a case where Rennac should be going for a 3-hatch Spire into 5-hatch Hydra, but
Yeah, I
let's see
think
how it
that's his
goes.
main build, right? Quite sure. So,
That's
I think,
pretty much considered standard by most.
and I think Rennac is if I remember correctly, he said he was mainly doing this. So we get an overpool with a first drone goes to drone scout, and second one goes to take the natural, and it's not gonna get blocked by Protoss, which is interesting.
Yeah, I don't frequently see Viadia do that. I think that just usually kind of patrolling or setting the probe on a couple of shift clicks.
Yeah,
Viadia seems to struggle a little bit with like multitasking with the scout, but
one
we'll
cannon
see how
quite
that
far back.
goes.
Late cannon. We already had 400 minerals when we put it down.
Yeah, I was expecting to see the Nexus before the cannon personally. Maybe Viadia saw the Lings pop or something in the enemy base and was like,
Four
yeah, let's go ahead and put the...
links, right? Yeah.
Could be 6 if the next set is just a
Appeared to
drone.
be a drone as well. Oh, and wait, we have oh no, it's free hatch.
Mhm.
The gas is taken like a bit before you take the third hatch, right?
You can do it either way, really. This just is an indicator that Rennac's third hatch is a little bit late, in my opinion.
Think so.
But his gas is on time.
I think if you do free hatch and then gas right after, then it's the same timing as with 973, and then you get like an earliest 245, right? And if I remember
Mhm.
correctly, in free hatch Spire you want often to have like 338 or something. Oh, but we are gonna
Oh,
get a 973.
does appear that way, yeah. And Viadia is not in there to see this.
We have so far one gateway. And we get a cybernetic score this early, so it's not gonna be the same 2 gate pressure that he played versus me.
Yeah, this should be just going straight for Stargate and getting the scouting information. But the problem is, though, by the time the
Yeah.
Corsair pops out, if Rennac's build is tight, that's about the time when he's going to be starting the push. So,
Yep. And I love this for him as well. He has the 2 links on the ramp, and then he has one following all the time as well. This is the way you want to play it. You want to have 3 like this, Overlord outside Protoss natural, and then 1 drone to follow. And let's see here. I think maybe. Oh no, maybe he just went to 19 pop. There's like a small optimization thing with 973. You want to stay at 18 pop to get make sure you get Hydra speed the second you can get Hydra speed.
I
But
feel like Rennac completely missed an Overlord, though. This is actually going to be pretty... Okay, he's finally broke out the supply block, but...
if all of those were drones, I think we're gonna get a bit more than 973 saturation, and it looked like all of those were drones as well. So this is gonna be actually 976 saturation. It's gonna be free too many drones, but all that will do is maybe easier macro transition and quite and not as much of an all-in pressure. Oh, maybe one of those were on Hydra actually. So
Oh, those drones have to be retargeted to drill through the... Okay, there we go.
do you have any reaction? We haven't gone out with the salad so far, so maybe he's smelling something is up. No, he is going out. Oh, this might be very good for Rennac actually. If these 3 cells get caught, with so now I think he can break this. Yeah. Nice. And he wanna... Did he make 3 overlords? Not sure. But there's a micro battle here. He doesn't wanna show the Hydra. No.
Oh my god, yeah. Seeing the
Oh,
Hydra is big here. Seeing the Hydra is really
yeah.
big
This
for
is
Rennac,
big
bad
for
spot.
Viadia here. Gives him the
Well,
chance
Viadia
to
still
turn
has to
around.
respond. Still has to respond. Okay, but we are definitely responding. We know that.
Yeah, we are. I think like Rennac had something there. He should have let the Zealots come in and then show the Hydra, and he could have picked some of these off here. Now it's gonna be way more difficult to bust this.
If Viadia can just get some pressure onto the overlords, honestly, that can be a big problem here for Rennac.
9, 9, 9, 3. Yeah, so it's gonna be free too many drones, as I said. That's interesting. Let's see how he plays this. Now he sees. Now it's 5 cannons. So 5 cannons and Corsa. This is technically bustable, but it's gonna be take a lot of good micro.
Does Viadia have a citadel yet? Yes. Do we have Templar Archives? Yes, it is coming.
Yeah, so this is really, if you want to bust this, it's now or never. You gotta line up the 11 Hydra, and then you gotta go in. You send in the links first, before this cannon finishes. Or he's gotta go macro. Yeah, and he pressed Lair.
Okay. Alright, so the extra drones are going to allow for a macro transition here.
Yeah,
I actually really like this here for Rennac. He's playing for a longer game.
yeah, I agree.
If he can manage to bust that forge as well, okay, yeah, he's got the couple of Hydras on hold position, so this is really annoying, and I know you've seen this, Dopa, but if you sneak the Zealots out, sometimes you can force the Hydras to stop firing, and
Yeah.
so you make them have to re-hold position again.
For the longest time, I didn't know that you could just what is it called? Select the Hydra and press hold position. I thought you had to move them. Let's see. I wonder if we have started. Do we have second gas? Nice. We have Evo chamber. Nice. And now probably we'll have lurker upgrade
Should have
coming.
lurker tech coming soon once the layer is done.
So this with the 6 cannon, this is like if we would have killed more zealots, it would have forced Protoss to make more cannons, right? Maybe if he would have killed those 3 zealots, maybe Protoss would have had to make like something ridiculous, like 8 cannon. Then macro transition would be easier. Now I think it's kind of tight actually, because Protoss is already up to 4 gateway production, soon to be 6 gateway production, and Zerg really don't want to overdrone here. Can get
Yeah,
very
this is a
scary.
really awkward transition, just because of the fact that you need to keep your overlords alive, you need to get your drone count up but not too high, you need to get your tech going, there's just a lot of things for Zerg to do. A lot of like beginner Protosses will complain about Forge Fast Expand and like how many things you have to do right as like your cybernetics core pops, or like right as the second pylon goes up, but this, I feel like, is one of the biggest multitasking things that Zerg has to deal with in this matchup, is just how you transition out of 973.
Yeah, and I agree. Mostly I feel like it comes down to like, in some situations it's just not gonna work, and I think versus like Protoss that makes 6 cannons, it's gonna be very close. Like preferably to go macro switch, you would have wanted Protoss to make 7 or 8 cannons, because then they will take longer for them to go up to this production. So now we really gotta start pressing the Hydra and sending them forward if we wanna contain. And this
that's
is...
a huge
Oh, that's so bad for Rennac. And I also am a bit surprised that we weren't morphing any lurkers here. It feels like we should have had lurker upgrade at least a few seconds ago. Sure. Usually you have lurkers for this push. You usually have like 3 or 4 lurkers.
Now, Rennac's gas was on time, so I feel like he should have the lurker tech available, but sometimes when you lose a bunch of Hydras, it's just really easy to overlook making lurkers, especially too if you look at his gas, he's very gas starved at the moment, been going for a lot of different techs, and even though he's building it back
Oh,
up,
he's been morphing lurkers at home. He's not going for the contain. He's going for a proper transition.
Turtle Zerg.
Yeah.
I
But where
wish
is
that we
Viadia?
had like one sunken on the high ground there at the third, but otherwise I do like the setup that he's got there. Not so much here it is natural though. I feel like this is very bustable and he's got to be very
Yes.
careful.
This is maybe it's not that big of an army, but look at there's like five, no, it's four heavy High Templars. They have a lot of energy. At least these two.
Viadia just needs to hit a couple of good storms, and those are good storms!
And Rennac's army is a bit split here with lurkers trying to defend this area. And we have drones rallying forward as well, so a bit ambitious place to be droning maybe, but taking this base as well, it might be a gamble that's worth trying out.
Rennac is a player that tends to be very aggressive with his droning in the mid game, but I don't think that's going to work out for him right here.
Oh, this army is very scary.
Oh yeah.
And we can't feed, I don't think we can feed like, try and fight with like one control group. We gotta have all the lurkers participating, holding off
There's not
one
enough Hydras
important
to
area.
snipe down the observer as well.
Yeah,
If Viadia just moved forward here, Viadia could bust this choke. Just needs to bring the entire army forward instead of trying to fall back and do whatever it is that he's doing.
maybe it's hard to see how much Zerg has here for the idea, but it's not a lot, I can tell you that.
Yeah. There's a lurker on the flank right here. Viadia is going to go chasing. It's actually buying some very precious time for Rennac.
So what's going on at home if it looks like we have a third base up and coming, and we're adding. Oh shit, that's a lot of gateways.
10 gates.
Is that? I'm not sure if that seems like a lot, but I'm not sure if that's common in this game state. While you're taking a third as well, I'm not sure.
10 gates is kind of like 7 fact for Terran. It's like
Doesn't tell me anything.
you're really going hard. It's like 6 hatch on 3 base.
Oh wow, yeah. So we're making a queen's nest. All right. Supplies are looking not too bad, I guess. And we have a bit of an. We have 1-1 for Hydra, Dragoons. I don't know what the fuck this is. There's some armor. Phase disruptor. Okay.
Alright, Shun. Alright. Nice engage here by Viadia. Oh, we're gonna see the creep at the third as well. Those Dragoons can just easily rotate in there, and there's nothing to defend it.
And this base
So
is
it's-
gonna be hard to defend, yeah.
Oh,
We have a
yeah.
bit of a counterattack here, though.
Do we have any? There's nothing to defend the third. So, that should be a free base kill.
Is Viadia going to go home with the whole army to defend this third base?
I mean, Viadia's playing Protoss, so anytime you move
Yeah.
the army, you move the entire army.
Yes, that's. I mean, Rennac's macro is looking kind of tight here, like kind of nice, honestly. Sad he
He is
lost this
supply blocked
game
now
this
with having
time,
lost the
this
third.
base, but I mean, this counterattack was huge.
Yeah. And even though we're gonna clean it up, it's just a matter of the amount of damage that was done.
Don't overextend
Is-
here.
Okay, that storm was enough.
Oh,
to
that storm! Maybe I feel like we should have stayed here. Started rallying here, maybe. Yeah.
But just holding the high ground. Like, high grounds are so important in this matchup.
Yeah.
When you dive off of high ground and everything, it just feels so bad as Zerg. It's one of the reasons why I really like the base position that Rennac has taken, where he has that high ground third on 9 o'clock.
Mm.
Makes
Yeah,
all
maybe
of these
this one
positions
will
really
be good to
defensible.
defend. Actually, it's quite far as well. But this observer, if he would have gone for this, the observer would have caught it, but it didn't. There's some more skirmishes here that I kind of missed here, but it looks like a few storms here did a lot of damage. There's a lot of High Templar here.
So even though Rennac's supply has been, like, being relatively stable and a little below where we'd like it to be. The big problem is Viadia can't produce because they've been supply blocked for so long.
Oh yeah,
Trying to
wow.
get this trying to get this base back up, but having lost the pylons and
Ooh,
the
I'm not sure
nexus
about
there.
this thing.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
mistake.
we gotta stop
That's a
doing
mistake,
that.
is what that is.
Oh, I feel like we should just fight with the lurkers or not fight at all. That's how I feel like at this point. But I mean, keeping up the pressure here towards his third, like going with the Hydra in this direction, I feel like it's a smart move because if his army wasn't here, then he could have harassed the third again.
I feel like we need to try and use either Lings or Overlords to get that confirmation of a base being there before we send in our Hydras.
Is there an observer here? Oh yeah, there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, imagine if we had our army here. Where are we? Oh, we're taking. Oh, I guess this position is quite good to defend. I mean, it's like connecting these two bases. Yes, some high ground stuff here as well.
Rennac trying to rotate back out on the map and get caught by this roaming army, though. Does he have a High Templar to storm this? No, it's just going to be a man fight. I think this slightly favors Zerg until that Templar arrives. Okay, there's not enough Hydras, actually. I thought there were more coming in.
He's being very active with his Hydras, like trying to go around and stuff. But I feel like sometimes he's like outrunning his tanks. He's like
Yeah,
doing blitzkrieg with the Hydras, right? He's like
doesn't have any lurkers for support.
yes, exactly. He's just going going in for the Hydra, and sometimes it works, killing the third base. But a lot of times also it's just like losing them.
Where are Rennac's upgrades now? One
1-0 for these
carapace,
guys,
no melee,
and 1-2
2 attack. Alright, that's not too bad.
We have Defiler Mound as well. Wow. Ooh,
Given how,
macro here.
Given how zealot light this game has been, I actually really like the idea of going Defiler here. Even if he doesn't necessarily get Plague right away. Like, look at how few zealots there are in that army.
Yeah.
And the other thing, too, is Rennac's been kind of struggling for gas for a while. If he can start pivoting into Lings... Ooh, DT's coming behind.
I mean, he should have Crackling upgrade quite soon. He has been on... maybe he already has it. I don't know. Can we check that?
You can't check, no. You just have to know what it looks like.
Drone zero. How? Yeah, he's droning quite ambitiously, I think.
This could actually be
Look
a
at
problem
this
because
base.
he doesn't have the army supply for this. He's got to be at like 70 drones.
I think he's been droning too much, but
Yeah.
this base is insane how many drones. There's like 7 patches here.
And he's sending another drone over to try and take the bottom natural.
And he
DT's
needs
floating
more
around.
bases, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for the main instead.
More bases, more army,
there's-
but not more
I think there's a
drones.
DT in 9 o'clock.
No. Oh, Lurker, come on. How many kills? How many
Finally gets
kills?
fought off, but
Oh, I
I
didn't.
didn't see.
It got 15 kills.
No, not
Wow.
15.
Well, maybe that's why we were droning up so hard. We knew we were gonna lose a lot to DTs.
It was mostly that group of drones outside the third for some reason.
Mhm.
Sorry, 2 seconds. Just gotta pull up macro Rennac's volume a little bit.
Gotcha.
So we have the defilers out. When are we gonna see more drones?
Hey, those are the fodder for consume.
Yeah. Oh. No way. That's better than eating links, right?
No, lings are better to eat. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Whoa!
All right.
Wait. Was that a
We
team
still
kill?
got decent damage. Those Sunkens are heroes. And the fact that the Sunkens are there as well, the default targeting for the Reaver is going to go after the things that can attack it first. So the only drones that actually died were the ones that were too close to the Sunken.
Oh. Both players are being quite active. We have DTs running around. Now we have Scourge as well. What?
Keep an eye out for the shuttles.
Oh, for the shuttles. Wow.
Yeah. They're also really good for going after observers when you can't reach them with your Hydras.
Oh, so where's it? 8 HP. Alright, so macro is kind of starting to slip a little bit here for Rennac. We are 4,000 minerals in the bank, resources in the bank.
It's because of the fact that, you know, Rennac has 70 drones at this point.
Yeah, he's rich as fuck. He has got a... Oh! I mean, come on.
Like, I'm not even kidding right now. This is StarCraft 2 levels of droning.
Yeah, this is StarCraft 2, yeah, for sure. Yesterday we should have been, if it was StarCraft 2, we should have, both players should have been on 200 or 200 for like 15 minutes, but... Oh! Oh, there was too few links, maybe. Like, so many times these guys have, Templars have been so low.
The other thing, too, is the +3 armor for the High Templar makes it really hard for the Lings to get them until the upgrades are finished. So, I mean, those Lings are probably dealing like 2, maybe 3 damage per hit. Who cares about how fast you're attacking?
Oh! Protoss expansions. Yes, all it is.
Well, the good thing is we know about it here as Rennac. The bad thing is Scourge can't attack anything on the ground.
Lings! Will they get there in time? No, they won't.
I mean, there's Reavers, there's a High Templar.
And if all of them are on attack move, we will just lose them. No? Oh, we're gonna...
Okay, we're just
Oh,
investigating.
it wasn't. Oh, maybe smart.
Nice
Still
chase
have
down here with Viadia's army.
Still have quite a lot of minerals in the bank here for Rennac. Those were... like, supplies would be even if these were Hydras.
This is just really hard for Rennac to spend enough larva and like to get
Yeah,
around to all of his bases.
We're like
He's on
everywhere
what,
here.
9 hatches at least?
Yeah, let's count them. We're on 1, 2... Oh, we're adding more. That's smart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 hatch.
But 2 are making. So wait, were we only on 8 here for a while then?
Yeah.
5, 6,
So I mean that should be manageable. There's 3 at the third.
We were at 9 for a while there. Which is quite hard to spend all your money with that many drones from 9 hatches, I would assume.
Once I get past 6 hatches, it's just really hard for me to macro. I don't know if Rennac feels the same way or not.
Same, it's difficult. The only way I can sort of solve it is by going down to these corner bases and making like 6 hatches here.
Yep.
And then I just use like the middle mouse button thing to just root. But otherwise it's very, very difficult.
Viadia is getting a whole lot of control of the center of the map. This almost feels like a Terran versus Terran with how like they're kind of playing split map here.
Yeah, and we're gonna even take more bases here. Wow.
What are the upgrades on the Lings right now? 2 armor, 1 attack. Yeah, we really need those attack upgrades because with +3 armor on Protoss, those Lings are barely scratching anything they hit.
We're still kind of I don't know, we're still kind of fighting this very small. I think, isn't it like Zerg is strong in smaller engagement or something, but I feel like there's so many drones. There's so many times Rennac is fighting with like one group of Lings or one group of Hydras.
Yeah, Rennac's army movement here is not really impressing me all that much. Viadia is not really moving like big chunks of army either, but because of the units that Viadia has and the compositions, even if you're in like small engagements, they're much stronger. If Rennac were just to like choose one area and just throw all of his army at it, he'd be able to bust like any spot on the map he wants to. It's just
think so too.
1, he's not doing that, and 2, there's all of these Reavers at these bases, which actually are really hard to bust.
I think both players really, if they somehow managed to have if they somehow spent all of the minerals and resources and then had the select all army hotkey from StarCraft 2,
if
then
we had F2, it would be.
Yeah. But I mean, this is so hard because we have lurkers here. That's quite smart. We're like super defensive. I mean, we have like spread out. Oh, we're switching to mute as well. Interesting.
But there's so many Archons on the map.
I feel like maybe Mutas here is not the play.
It's
Maybe
very
like 10 minutes
ambitious.
ago?
If you can get the Templar, it's pretty good. But at the same time, like you've got to play Archon dodgeball here.
Yes, this is gonna be difficult.
Plus, we've also got the Dark Archon here. We feed back to Defiler. So if the Mutas come in anywhere near that Dark Archon, they can just get hit with a Maelstrom. Maelstrom, whatever you want to call it.
Supply is suddenly ahead for Rennac. He has, I feel like these extra hatches here really started increasing his production a bit, and his mining very good from here as well. He has lurkers.
A little bit of movement to the bottom of the map here from Rennac, maybe trying to push onto the third, but okay,
There's
that's just
so
links.
many
They're never gonna
cannons.
push through. So one of the things that he actually can do to try and, this is so stupid to think about, but you can try and tax the attention because it's going to be very unlikely for Viadia to rebuild scarabs at these outlying bases if they don't get any notification about it.
Oh, so what were you saying? He could do what? Like keep streaming in
Just
links or?
Yeah, just send a couple of lings in without attacking anything, just to eat scarabs and try and take away the count. So then you can bust in a few minutes with yeah, Defiler.
Yeah. That's probably possible. I mean, I feel like we're
Ooh,
playing quite a
nice.
difficult style here for Rennac. We have Scourge, we have Muta, we have Defiler. We have a lot of stuff. It's like quite difficult. But I mean, is this army so big really? It doesn't look too big. It's like
No, there's no
for
army from
control
Viadia.
groups.
Like, we have a couple
not
of
a
guys
lot.
coming out of the base, but
we
otherwise
have
Viadia
stuff.
doesn't have an army.
Yeah, Rennac has stuff everywhere.
A lot of supplies in those Reavers, right, that are defending the bases. So.
Yeah, that is
That's
a very good point
8
actually.
supply
Yeah,
every base.
we're like all of our army supplies like tied up to defending here. Not all of it, but a lot. And it's kind of the same for Rennac actually. He has had like what is this? 8 lurker here for a while, and Viadia hasn't
So,
been close here.
one of the things that people are talking about right now in chat, and like I actually have been on the receiving end of this before, is sometimes because Viadia does like to play Dark Archon so much, they will actually try to mind control a drone, and then just go back home and make mass Mutalisks as the way of killing Zerg. I'm not even kidding.
What? What do you
I
mean
don't think
make
we're gonna get an
mass muta as
Yeah, they
Protoss?
just mind control a drone and then just switch like make a hatchery at home.
No way, that's a thing. I've never heard of that.
I have actually I've been on the receiving end of that because it was just a stalemate on Jane Doe.
No way.
I don't think we're gonna see it this game, but like that is something that Viadia does because they really struggle to close out PvZ.
But I mean, come on, we're at 6,000 minerals, 2,000 gas, 5,000 minerals, 4,000 gas. At this point, we just gotta start both players. Just start A moving in and make stuff, right? I mean, we have so much stuff. Oh, jeez, how are we not maxed out yet? Either player, by the way, either. It doesn't make any sense to me.
They're just not making units. It's okay. They're saving it for next game.
Yeah, I guess, but
And a lot of it too is because Viadia is still trying to be cost efficient, just like part of the Protoss mentality.
yeah.
There's the idea of like anywhere that I go, if I try and attack a base, there's going to be lurkers there.
Yeah, maybe
And
it's like a stalemate, like both armies are like hard to attack into, maybe that's the thing. So both players are like really wanna like bunker up here and
they're very anxious.
yeah, it's like hard to attack into lurkers and stuff and this looks scary as well, I mean.
Oh yeah, like Viadia has complete and total control of the middle of the map.
Yeah.
Might want to zoom in just a little bit. The heavily zoomed out view is a bit much for some people. Oh, those mutas are exposed. If those Archons go onto it, that can be the entire ball dead in a second.
F6, isn't that super close? You wanna look like this close?
Playing like we're playing.
Maybe like this, maybe?
That's
Like
pretty
middle
good, yeah.
ground?
just enough to be able to see some of the engagement distances.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. Like I feel like there's
Rennac's
so
taking
much stuff
12, it looks
happening in
like
this
here.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna lose that. He can't keep that. Viadia controls this part of the map. Viadia, you control this part of the map. Yep. Viadia.
What?
It's cancelled anyway.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
right.
Respect.
Running around here with the cracklings, trying to snipe some
Oh,
stuff.
getting that Dark Archon.
Ooh.
Okay. Didn't get the Dark Archon.
It has been low at somewhat 2 HP.
Well, it got hit by Plague.
Oh, nice.
Now we also have 2 shields, which, even though it's really expensive, that's actually kind of big for Protoss. Because when they're at 0 shields, every time 1 shield regenerates, it'll reapply the damage reduction. So it might not seem like a big deal, but it can mean that it's really hard to crack them when they get down to hull damage.
We have
Alright,
an Ultralisk
Rennac's
here
match.
as
They're
well.
both maxed out. Rennac is on Ultra now too, but neither of them have any idea how to crack a base right now. Viadia is just kind of patrolling north to south, looking for bases to stop from coming up. But Viadia is not willing to try and attack any of these, and Rennac can't make it across the map at all.
Let's go on. Hold on. And now Viadia is gonna take this one. Ooh. I feel like Protoss, I feel like Zerg should have like fought harder to keep Protoss off of this corner base maybe, and if we
And the funny
gave him
thing
the
about it,
corner
too-
base, maybe should have forced him to not take this. I don't know, man. But it's hard to do anything when we don't have a map control of the center as well, I guess.
And the fact that we're also using Dark Swarm with Hydras makes it really difficult because we're just cutting ourselves off from damage a lot. Yeah, I think that Viadia is going to clinch this.
Yeah, I would guess so. Because with all the map control that he has, he's able to take this base. Oh, we're gonna go for a counterattack here. How
Stopping
good are
the base,
ultras
but-
versus oh, that's a mute as well, of course.
Right.
And there's an engagement here as well at the same time.
We've got the observers there, though. Those lurkers aren't going to do too much. Also, a Maelstrom on 1 lurker. These muters are just going to die immediately to the Archons.
How good are Archon versus Lings? Is it like super good, or is it just like they're good?
It's decent. Lings with a little bit of Hydra support can deal with Archons alright. But when you have this many Archons, the Lings are never going to deal with it. Oh my god, there's the Maelstrom, but they can't get up the ramp! The Ultralisks are there! Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's like Protoss has had map control for so long. I mean, why are we not just going in here, for example?
We just don't want to. We just don't want to end the game. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, we see an attack coming. That means we have to send our entire army. So we're going north to south, and then when we see an attack coming to the north, we have to send our entire army there. DT's getting caught by the Overlord vision here. Man. Yeah, we can pick a base and kill it. Now, one of the other things to think about, too, here, is that Viadia is not even mining on the bottom bases. They just own them right now. They're cutting them off from the rest of the
He hasn't
world.
even started mining from this.
So
That's insane.
the resource advantage that Viadia has is actually so much bigger than it looks.
Oh, we're gonna fight with some ultras. I mean, we're at
The
10k minerals and we haven't even started mining these bases. That's insane.
Yeah, it's insanely cost effective. But Viadia is also not producing any units for the most part. Like, finally just did a macro cycle. But even then, we don't even need it because we're just so cost effective, and Rennac is so burned out of cash.
So where is Rennac mining? He has 6 drones doing God's work here, and 6 drones here. Yeah, there's not a lot of mining for Zerg.
Yeah.
I feel like this game is kinda over for Zerg here, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, Rennac has no way back into this right now.
It's kinda at this point, if we have Zerg, like, know that we are not allowed to take this base or this base, and we can't fight the army in the center, then maybe we should. Idle drone somewhere. Yeah, we had like a lot of drones before. Here
yeah,
are
it's at this
some, but
base.
it's not a lot of
Yeah.
them, honestly. We had like a lot of drones before.
That's all of the drones that he's got left.
I guess we
He
have
lost a
like
bunch
made
to
a lot of
DTs.
stuff. Yeah, maybe DTs, yeah.
Because he lost a bunch of them at the 9 o'clock base to DTs and didn't really remake them after that.
Yeah, I guess so.
So one of the big problems here too, that yeah, the huge cannon high grounds here that Viadia has, that's what's frustrating Rennac more than anything right now, I'm telling you, because getting a kill on the Reavers when there's that many cannons there just feels rough. He would have had to go like Guardian, and that never feels good as well because there's Corsairs, there's Storms, like
I think we
these
dropped an ultra
situations-
here, by the way. I missed it, I think. But
And even then, the cannons and the Reavers take it down. Ultras buy time, but they don't kill. And yeah, Viadia is just gonna continue waiting this out. Like, oh my god, Rennac is so poor.
yeah. And the idea is Elon Musk in this game, kinda. It's like he's sitting and hoarding so much money. I mean, what is this shit?
More minerals than Elon Musk's dad.
60. 16k.
Alright. Yeah, I think this one's over unless something really janky happens.
So how did we get here? It was a 973.
Mhm.
6 cannons, macro switch, and we morphed lurkers at home. We didn't try to go for the contain. And then we sort of just like bunkered up as Zerg. And Protoss just kinda got map control in the middle, and instead of like trying to bust the natural, Protoss just took every base on the map. That's kinda what happened.
The big thing is Viadia never attacked. Viadia is
Yeah.
playing Terran here. Like completely just, I'm gonna own the map. I'm never going to push. I think Viadia's units are on patrol here.
Yes, Nura, this was 973 at the start. And Protoss made 6 cannons, and Zerg made... Oh, it was actually not 973, it was 976, or 996. No, 993.
993. 993.
Yeah, 993.
Another storm, dude. Rennac just can't find any purchase at all. This is why I hate this matchup, man. You gotta actually be good at using your units.
Yeah, Mantrack, one of those. No, honestly, it was 993. So it's 3 too many drones. No, 2 too many.
And you know what the completely busted thing about Archons and Dark Archons is in this matchup?
No.
You can't even target them with Broodling. They're
Would
not
that even be
biological
good
units.
if you could?
Oh, it would be great!
Well, I mean, like queens. How do you keep queens alive in this matchup?
By just hitting and running. How
Yeah.
is Protoss ever gonna hit a queen? They're gonna hit Corsairs.
I don't
You
know.
can Broodling Dragoons, but you can't Broodling Archons or Dark Archons, so it's just like, alright,
What's
well,
the reasoning behind that? Is there some bullshit like other aliens?
they're not biological. They're not
Yeah,
biological. Yeah.
they're not biological. Oh, right, yeah. And a fucking tank is.
Yeah, well, the tank's got a dude
Yeah.
inside of there. The Broodling targets the dude.
Oh my god,
Yeah, you just get the driver. There's no
that's
driver for an Archon.
that's so stupid. But it's
I
also
mean,
kind of funny.
yeah, I wish they had no, you can't Broodling probes. Archons really need drivers. Maybe it's because there's two dudes. You try and Broodling one of them, the other is just like, get out of here. Smacks him upside the head and coughs the Broodling out.
I really want to play with queens. They look so fun. Just like one-hit tanks and stuff.
I've been starting to tinker around with queens a little bit more. I like it as a unit, but god, they're annoying.
Guys, do you think this will be a 60-minute game? Or longer or
I think
shorter?
Rennac needs to resign, man. He should be GG'd out. I don't
Over
know
or
what
under?
things he can
60,
do.
60-minute over or under stage, what do you say?
Under.
Under?
Under.
Oh yeah, I think it might be... Yeah, it would probably be under, I mean... That's 50% more, there's no way, right? It might be 50 minutes though, but it will not be 60. Oh, we're going for this
New
base!
base.
We're gonna take this
But, I
base
mean,
and then there's gonna be a comeback here.
so Viadia's been good, though, about seeing when these bases come down. Oh, hold on a second. There's no actual... It took them that long to kill the probe because of the armor and shield upgrades. But, no, Rennac didn't actually see that building went down because... I'm sorry, Viadia didn't see that the building went down because Rennac killed the probe first. So,
So maybe...
oh no,
Ah,
he sees me. Yeah, Viadia sees it.
he's just been going up and down like this, but all
Like,
game.
like I said, I'm pretty sure that Viadia actually is like playing on like 10 APM and just has the entire army on patrol from 12 to 6 and 12 to 6. They've never crossed the midline of this
10
map.
APM VD is flying here with 170 APM actually.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, all of that's at home. We're
Oh
macroing and
yeah,
not making units. It's
it's all
just,
of the gateways. It's a 170 gateways.
yeah. We're just patrolling our army from 12 to 6.
There's like 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, like up and down. That's all
No,
APM.
no. It's not even like yeah 1A 2A. It's just we're using the patrol command.
Just one time, whole
Yeah,
game
just
just
hit.
like.
And
Yeah.
okay, we go ahead and we look there once in a while and we see, oh hey, there's something to storm. Grab a High Templar, the closest one on patrol, and then storm, and then keep going. Just patrol again.
Yeah, I mean, you might not be
Tell me
too
that's not.
far off the truth actually.
That's what this looks like.
If we just like 1A, 2A, 3A, 4 at one point to any of these bases, we would probably have seen a GG, but
Oh yeah,
we are quite content just denying this space, it seems like, as Protoss.
we're quite content just patrolling. Okay, here we go. We get kited in again.
Oh,
The observer's the only thing not on patrol.
I mean, Rennac told me he might be looking to play some 973 versus Viadia, and I told him I might that I would be happy to help him with getting like the build order down. But he said also he was busy and stuff, so he didn't have a lot of time to practice. And we kind of saw that with the 2 extra drones with the build order and quite a longer supply block and stuff. during the 973 build order, and like that sort of stuff is what really hurts in the opening, because if you had a few more Hydra earlier, then Purus would have had the dead sellouts, then fewer cannons, then had to
And
make
it
more
all
cannons, and like all of that snowballs.
right. Especially for Zerg, like so many things in the early game snowball, and like I've been talking with some
Yes.
newer players lately, and they're like, okay, what am I doing wrong? And it's like, okay, I hate to say it, but like it's just your early game, and like the stuff you do in the very first 5 minutes, it's causing bigger issues than you think. Even if you lose a couple of Zerglings, that makes a difference.
Yes, in the early game, 100%, especially for all-in builds, like that's the same thing, but like really not like 100%, because if you just like have one too many drones and one too few Hydra, then all of a sudden the five cannons that you might be able to bust like normally, you can't anymore.
And then you get to here where, okay, even if you have a couple more Hydras or a couple more Zerglings, it's not going to do anything because you can't get on top of that for long enough to actually kill anything. So, like, you
True.
can go ahead and try and apply the same lessons, but really, when we talk about criticisms, it's just you kind of had to make things be more efficient earlier. You had to, how do you beat mass carriers? You stop them from getting to mass carriers.
I gotta go get something to drink. I'll just zoom out a little bit like this. Hope the action happens in this screen here for a while. Like 5
Hope
seconds.
that Fridge doesn't get too upset.
He's gotta live with it.
Yeah, you gotcha. Alright, so Rennac's down to about one base worth of mining at this point, I think. His, bottom left is probably the only thing that's mining still. Viadia, this is looking like a rice hat game. Rennac's thinking, man, I almost had him. And, you get to the replay and you see Viadia with a 16,000.
I mean, have you ever seen this much resources before? In a game?
Yes, in a rice hat game.
Oh. I mean, it's hard to know. I mean, it's like hard to know if you're winning or not in this game. I mean, if you're playing Age of Empires, for example, you have the score. There's like a score thing that tells you
Yeah.
how ahead
Dude,
you are or something.
How different would Brood War be if you had the global score? Like,
Oh, I don't
in
know.
New
Like
Age?
that might be wild. Honestly, I have no idea how that would work.
That would be super cool.
And in like in Warcraft 3, for example, then you can just like it's super easy to because
You
it
hit the hero
what is it
levels.
called, like the parameters or whatever are so much simpler. It's like you're either on one base or you're on two base, you know?
Right.
You either have like level 5 hero or level 6 hero. But here it's like so much harder because what does Rennac see, for example? All he sees is this army going up and down the map all game. I mean, he
Yeah,
doesn't know what's going on behind.
This is just the loneliness of the long distance runner for Viadia. And
Yeah.
Rennac's like, dude, why are you running a marathon?
We have any sort of army left? No, not really. We just like, oh, here we have some stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's a control group of Hydras, a Lurker, and a Defiler. What are you going to do with that against this much?
The score number, Manalog, is a bit weird. It's like a big collection of a bunch of different parameters, like how much you've scouted, how many units you
This
killed.
actually is a pretty good army, and I think we're going to wipe out what Viadia's... Viadia actually needs some... Oh, never mind. There's storms.
Oh.
There's storms.
That wasn't even really close.
If it hadn't been for the storm, I
GG
think
is
that
called.
Rennac could have actually killed that army.
You think so? No, I don't think so. Not with that many Archons.
Hydras are pretty good against Archons, they're just bad against Storm.
Alright, yeah, maybe, you're right.
Anyways, we're finally getting to game 2.
How long it usually takes for you to finish?
Oh.
Right, so 1-0 Viadia. I mean, score is super weird in AV2. Like, you can use that to know if they,
quick plug here,
for example, build army or if they go for more economy or something. Without even scouting, you can just look at the score. So that might be if that was in like Brood War, you could have seen if they have like a secret base or stuff as well. I don't know. I don't think it would have worked. Brood War.
It's just a different game, honestly. And
Yeah.
like there's because score you get like 10 points for each villager you make and like for each 1% of the map you explore. But
Yeah.
then every building you have gives you X number of points based on what you've spent. Every like 100 resources you've gathered gives you 1 point. Like it's just everything stacks up. And eventually it gets to the point where you can't keep track of it. You're just like, oh, they've done this much more than I have. Okay,
But there's
they're
one
ahead.
thing though that pretty much every Age of Empires player knows how to do is that they can use the score because they will know that both players are kind of equal on score, right? And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden the other player dips. They have like or their score don't keep what's it called rising, right? And that means all of the time that they are ticking up. They're going for the next age, right?
Yes.
So and then they can like base their response of that because they know, oh right, he's going for the next age. And
Because
I
that
don't know.
means that you're not making villagers constantly, and that's one of the biggest
Yeah,
contributors to your score in the early game.
yes, for sure. I mean, I wonder if Age of Empires players, if that score system wasn't there from the beginning, there's no way they would have like. It's like such a weird thing. I think the game has been like balanced and the meta game has formed around it. It being there. But like, if it
Definitely.
wasn't there from the start, I don't know how it would have looked like.
I feel like there's just such a different mentality in Age and like the
Yeah.
way that the mechanics work there. But here in StarCraft, though, there's also like if you I don't know if you've ever seen the Motive versus Rush game, where
No.
okay, oh my god, this was so good. It was on Dominator. You ever played Dominator before?
I'm not sure which one is that.
It's a three-player map that's kind of like Sylphid. You start on a low ground, and then your natural's on a high ground.
I think I've played it, but not a lot.
Okay. Well, it was a Protoss versus Terran on Dominator, and the Protoss player went scouted both other bases with his probes, like right at the start of the game, and the first base he scouted, he sent the probe in range of the minerals, but so the SCVs couldn't see him, and clicked on the mineral, saw that it wasn't mined, and was like, oh, there's not a base here. So he proxied the other base without scouting it.
What? That's cool.
And it was just one of those things, though, where, like, because of the fact that you can check the mineral counts as another way of scouting, it's kind of like the score is in Age of Empires, except for not the same because score is global. But, like, there are different mechanics that you can use in StarCraft and in Age of Empires and everything that you, if once you get to the top level of play, you use all of them.
I love all of those small stuff.
Yeah.
Like, not all of them. Like, some of them might feel like boring to play with, but most of them are quite fun. Alright, so we're gonna have a first scout here, and he's gonna see the forge expand. So we're gonna see if he reacted appropriately with the amount of links here, or if he wanna play. Oh,
Okay.
the idea spotted that these three morphed at the same time when he responds instantly with two cannons.
I
That's
really like
interesting.
the two cannon play here.
And
I
we
really
did
like
make
that.
6 links. It wasn't like a fake where we made like 3 drones instead, but he actually did make 6 links. Wow.
So as long as the cannons get up in time, it is almost impossible to bust two cannons with just links.
But by the way, what's going on here for Zerg? We went for like a gas trick, and then we haven't gotten a natural expansion yet.
This was 9 pull. This was 9 pull. That's why.
Oh, it's 9 pull. It's not overpull.
Yeah, this wasn't overpull. This was 9 pull.
Oh, was it 9 pull and then we forgot overload? Oh no!
This game's over. Rennac's dead. This game is actually over right now. Yeah.
So what happened? We went 9 pull and then we were overload blocked and then.
So
How long it usually takes for you
when
to
you go
finish?
9 pull, you extractor trick,
Ah.
and then you make your overlord. The larva just works out perfectly. And then when we did the 9 pool there, the expand was a little bit late, and we lost the Overlord in. But like when Viadia saw that this was 9 pool, and that was a really good reaction. Making 2
Good
cannons, you need,
yeah.
so you can kill 1 cannon with 6 lings. You need almost 30 lings to kill 2 cannons.
No way, 30 links. There's no way.
So there's a rule in RTS. It's the Leicester squared rule, which is that ranged units, their power scales according to the square of how many units that you have. So if 1 cannon is worth 6 Zerglings approximately to kill it,
Like your hyperfixation.
you basically need like 24 to 30 lings to kill 2.
Man, fucking Protoss.
It's so insane.
But wait a minute, I don't think I agree with that. I don't think that's true, because when you're going for like a Ling all in, then often Protoss has like 2 cannons and 4 zealots or something, and you have maybe 2.5 control groups of speedlings. But that's speedlings as well, I guess. But
Speedlings are different because of the fact you close the gap faster.
I don't know. I think 30 is ridiculous. Maybe we can try it out at some point, but I think 30 is just. I think that
It's-
sounds